I guess we're live now. Never know exactly when this thing is going to work. What's up, everybody? Good morning. It is 5:50 a.m. my time. Hoping to see a good game. I hope I didn't just wake up for no reason. But I think it's a super important game, man. I think it's a very important game today. We can't let this one go. This is the one. This is the one where we find out if this is really changing, if the team's starting to play better, if we're starting to gel. And I think with the protests going on outside, it makes it even a bigger deal. Don't you guys? I think the protests make it seem like we have to put down a statement. I think the fans are upset. Obviously, I don't know if you guys have seen some of the pictures of what's going on out there, but there's a lot going on. Let's see if I can pull this up. I mean, you got protests. I don't know how many people are there. I can't wait to find out. I can't wait to hear about it, but people aren't happy, man. People are, they expected different from Enios. And then going through a transfer window like we just did and signing nobody is a little dramatic, right? But this game means so much to how we're going to hopefully round out the rest of the season and finish. I think this is the harder game out of the Arsenal and City games. And I know that sounds crazy. But I think in this game, I don't know if you remember the last time we played Fulham and what happened and the post-match interviews that they gave about how they figured us out tactically and all that stuff. But honestly, I think it came down to just players not playing that well. This is where we lay down a marker. We say who we are, and we say this is the way this season's going to go. What's up, Nightwing? What's up, Ayush? How are you guys? I teach 014. What's up, buddy? Let's see. I don't think anybody... Oh, this thing is sweet. That's the first time I see the chat. Shant had been working on some things for me, and he put together this really cool stuff for the lives. Really glad to see it. So, I'm guessing nobody's surprised from the starting lineup. I wasn't, seeing that Cunha has played really well both times that he came into the game, in the Arsenal and the City game. I think that Cunha is the right person to start. Man, there's on TV, they're showing people in the stadium with Glazer out flags. Yeah. I like seeing it. I like seeing our fans come together for a common cause. But more importantly, I'm more interested to know. Like, I wish I knew how the players felt. But the way they play today is going to tell me a lot about how they feel. Also, I've been wanting to make a tactics video, but the last two games didn't really show me much for tactics in patterns, routines, and stuff like that, because it was obvious we were trying to focus on defense first. We were trying to get our positioning right, close down all the gaps, keep our players very close to each other, out of possession. And today we're going to get some possession. And I want to see what we do with it. I'm very curious. This game is going to be super interesting for me. I'm going to be very zoned in. I will try to keep you guys... I'll try to keep talking so you guys know exactly what it is I'm thinking or seeing. But I'm going to be super zoned in and locked in on to see, like, what is Carrick really up to? What are the patterns? What are the routines? What is our actual playing style in possession against teams that are going to set up in a somewhat low block? He won't set up in a... Fulham will set up in a low block, but they'll also pick and choose when to come at us. I don't know. It's going to be super interesting, in my opinion. What's up, guys? Let me know in the comments right now before the game starts. Talk to me in the comments. Tell me what you're thinking. Tell me what you got on your mind and where you think this is going. If you want a score prediction from me, I think I'm going with 2-0. I think we win this 2-0. I usually would say things like 2-1 when I make predictions because I always thought that we would give up a goal. But Carrick's got us lined up very good defensively. 3-0 is a good shout. 3-0 is a good shout. Yeah, it's going to be 2-0 or 3-0 in my mind because of the way Carrick gets us set up so defensively well. I don't think they're going to get through. You think my mic is cutting out? I doubt that. It looks good on my side. Anybody? Is Nelson the only one? Does anybody else think my mic is cutting out? All the levels look good on my side. I still find myself fearing a return of complacency. Might be this game, might be the next, might be 3 games down, but I fear it's coming. Yeah. I understand the fear. Just soft. No issues on my end. I can turn it up a little bit, but I am on 3 hours sleep. I know what it's like, Nightwing. I'm from California too. Oh no, I don't know what it's like to go to a New Edition Boys to Men concert at the Forum, so I may be delirious. Bro, Boys to Men New Edition? Like, what? Mike is good. Thanks, ITHO. Sean, what's up, man? Good morning. Long time no see. 2-0 United. That's what I think, too. I think it's going to be it's such an important game. This is such an important game. It's pretty nerve-wracking, actually. I don't think people realize how important this game is. In my opinion, this is almost like a quarterfinal in a small tournament. Like, this is going to let us know if we really have a chance at this top 4 thing or not, in my opinion. I really do think that. If we end up losing this game like 2-0, I don't think we have a chance at top 4. I don't think we have a chance at top 4 or we lose this game like 2-0 and look really bad. If we draw the game, yeah, okay. Maybe they're working on some patterns that they haven't figured out yet and they're going to get better at it. If we win the game, it doesn't guarantee top 4, but it makes me feel a lot better. A lot better. That's my early 2000 mixtape. Bro, Nelson, that's not even a mixtape you make for yourself. That's a mixtape you make for when you're taking a girl out. You know what I mean? You're not sitting in the car listening to New Edition and Boys to Men for yourself. Jesus, Nightwing. I don't think you were supposed to say that part out loud, Nightwing. They're showing the starting lineup. We need... Who do you think the weakest link is in the starting lineup? For me, it's Diogo Dalot. For me, Diogo Dalot, we're going to need him to... I need to see something. I need to see something from him that makes me feel comfortable with him starting and playing. Hold on, I'm looking at Fulham's starting lineup. I mean, they've got okay players. I don't think they have amazing players. And this is the type of game that we need to see dominance in our team. I really do think this is the type of game where you find out if our team is going to be good enough to... You can't lose to this team and tell me you believe we're going to finish in the top 4. And we're playing at home. Tony Braxton. See, you left a Tony Braxton out earlier, and that's the only part that is somewhat respectable. No. Don't try to take a cheap shot at me with the like Samik's age old, bro. Don't. You're the one who went to a Boys to Men concert. Weakest is Casemiro. If he switches off or not at the race, we lose. I don't know, man. I think Casemiro's had. I think Diogo Dalot's had more bad games than Casemiro has. That's my opinion. Okay, we're getting there. We're getting ready. Marco Silva. Thank you, Alana Mbiar. Let me start the clock on time. Perfect. All right, Fulham are going to get the first possession, and they did nothing with it. Get that on my. If you guys are behind me, please do not spoil it for anybody. I meant ahead of me, sorry. If you guys are ahead of me, don't spoil it for anybody. And also, obviously, I think everyone would appreciate it if you paused your game and made it so it's on the same time as mine. That way, we're all on the same page. Obviously, you guys in California are going to be ahead of me. Now, Wayne, please stop talking about Bobby Brown dancing, and that being a sight to see. It's all good, bro. Like, whatever rocks your boat is fine. It's just this isn't the channel for that. What you enjoy is all. It's up to you, man. Okay, so far so good. They can't get out of their own end. We get the ball back. You see Cunha checking back and running back. Up. This is now, you can see the spaces that Fulham's allowing us. They're crowding the center of the pitch, and they're giving us the long switch, which we just messed up. They're going to try to push us out wide to our fullbacks, and basically dare our fullbacks to be the ones. What's up, Sean? What's up, man? Good morning. Shant, I think we get the clean sheet today. I don't think they score. I'm interested in finding out what we're going to do against this compact team when we have possession. That's what I'm looking for. Right now they have possession and it's fine. We're kind of in a mid block. Very good movement. I like Bruno helping Casemiro out here. And now Bruno's going to go back up front and force them into this long switch, which actually, to be fair, that was a good switch. But they have to work the ball all the way back to their half again. So our mid blocks, we're actually, since Carrick took over, our mid block has been really solid. All the way back to their goalkeeper. Ooh, one pass and they got through us. Watch the cross. Oof. We seem more organized in the press. Yeah. I think we are a lot more patient in knowing when to press. Like we're not so determined to press every time. We just hang out in a mid block, and then if they start passing backwards, we start committing forward. But yeah, that one pass killed us. Nice job. From Delo to Menu, Casemiro back to Licha, who's carrying the ball forward, which is great. But now we got to keep moving the ball forward. There we go. Menu. Ahmad. Great job. Really nice. Really nice. And it all started, I believe it was Delo finding a diagonal pass to Menu to get us out of pressure. This is, until Menu gave it away. That is what I like to see about the Carrick philosophy, if you will. Very quick passing, 1-2 touch passing, getting the ball in and out of your feet. Hold on. Cunha just got run over. Shaw, Delo. Gotta love Ahmad. Yeah, Ahmad's amazing. Ahmad's amazing. I think he's probably our... I think he's underrated, but I know he's not actually underrated, but I think he's underrated when it comes to like when you talk about Cunha and Bumo Ahmad. I think Ahmad's up there. Wow, nice try. Casemiro to Mbumo, tried to flick it back to Cunha. It was actually a nice over the top, over Lissandro. We need Maguire to be on his game. No, Maguire giving him way too much space. Good block. I think that was Kobe who came back to help out. Interesting and good to see. So in the first 6 minutes, we've seen a lot of good, but we've also seen Fulham basically get past us with one good pass 2 times. And Bumo kind of dribbling into no man's land corner there, and he's going to get double teamed. He's going to give up the ball. That was not the best place to take the ball. But I like the way we're hunting the ball back, like Casemiro, Menu, and Shaw did right there. Great pass by Maguire. What are you guys saying? Yeah, see, so look at Fulham. This is Fulham now completely set the way they want to be set. Ooh, nice job finding that gap to Bruno. Ahmad. Corner. Nice. But you see when Fulham set the way they want to be set, they have the 2 and the 3 or 2 blocks of threes right in the middle. Right in the center. And they're leaving the fullbacks open out wide. They're basically want us to attack with our fullbacks. Not that we did. Right there, you found a gap somewhere centrally to get Bruno the ball. Nice try. Maguire header, goalkeeper gets it. I have to admit that defensively, we're a lot better since Carrick took over. I don't know if that's Holland's influence. I don't know if that's Carrick's mastermind or Woodgate. Ooh, over to Bumo. Bad touch, man. Bad touch. Bad touch. which is a shame because it didn't seem too difficult for a professional to bring that down. Yeah, it just got stuck under his foot. That's a shame. All right, let's pay attention and see if they're going to find that one pass to cut through. No, that's silly. And it worked out. Dang. They're just going over our whole shape. Nice job, Ahmad, coming back to help. Having a bit of a tough time connecting with Bruno. Do you think it's too early for me to say anything, but do you think that's because he's playing so far ahead? I think the whole plan is to let Mainu do the work closer to our goal and leave Bruno up ahead, no? And seeing a lot of drifting between our forwards and wide attackers. Shant, I'm loving this new chat images or layout. For a second, I don't know who that is, number 32. I think it's Smith Rowe was dragging Casemiro out, and there was a big gap in the center of our shape, basically. But none of their players exploited that. We're easy to pass. See right there, we're easy to pass out of because I don't think we're willing to really, really press with the numbers that we need to man up on them, if you will. Corner to Fulham. Gloria, if you are ahead of us, please don't spoil it. I think you might be a couple of seconds ahead of us if you just look at the clock up top. But yeah, I think when we do press, I think we're a little too we're not willing to match up man for man, which is okay because it keeps us defensively solid in the back, but it makes us easy to pass around up front. Oh, nice save. Nice save. Jeez. Good reflexes. Great save. He had like no time. That's all. Yeah, that's all reflex. You know, it's refreshing to have a goalkeeper that actually steps out and punches balls away, at least tries, and doesn't fall down. I can't believe how long we suffered with bad goalkeepers for the last 2 seasons. Oh, easily read. Okay, here we go. Nice job, Mainu, dude. Good job, Maguire, too. You kind of need a Sheshko for this game, I'm starting to feel like. I'm starting to feel like it might be a mistake not playing Sheshko in this game. I don't understand why Sheshko can't get a start under Carrick. And he was doing so well for Fletcher. Like in these positions here, you want a Sheshko, some sort of target forward. Because they're going to give us the wing to our fullbacks. Like the fullbacks get the run of them. Like here, they want Shaw to get the ball, then they want to go get it from Shaw. Nice job, Cunha. Penalty. That I need to see that again because I mean the camera angle I had wasn't that great. That didn't look so obvious to me. I thought it was a corner. He's pulling his shirt. He got ball. Nah, this is gonna. Nah, I think VAR turns that over. I mean, unless they're calling it on that shirt pull. Unless they're calling it on that shirt pull, I think VAR turns this over. I don't think it's a pen. I do appreciate the ref though. We usually don't get refs on our side. I appreciate the ref. But I think VAR has to turn it over. I'm watching it on mute, so I can't hear anything the announcers are saying. If they're calling it on that shirt pull, I don't know what the announcers are saying, man. So if one of you guys knows, let me know in the chat. To me, it's not a pen. I don't. It's a little too soft, even the shirt pull. Looks like an overturn. Okay, thanks, Ayush. That's what I figured. I don't think it's a pen. Yeah, I mean, he's blowing the whistle and doing the hand gesture, so I'm guessing they overturn. I can't hear, so I'm guessing it's overturned. Not a pen corner. Thank you. I appreciate the effort from the ref. Oh, it's not a corner. It's a free kick outside. Yeah, outside the box. Oh, yes. Yes, Cass. We're going to miss that so much when he's gone, guys. What a great goal. What a great goal. And I mean, Cass has been doing this for a while now. Like he scores on headers from crosses and corners, guys. I'm going to miss that. his replacement has to be capable of doing that, in my opinion. We need goals out of his replacement. I'm so happy with this goal because, like I said, I think this game is super important. We need one more in this half if possible. What a great goal. Great header right back across where the ball came from, across the goalkeeper to the far side. Great goal. Fantastic goal. Fantastic. Great job. Fantastic. And by the way, when Cass is playing well, he's a very good player. He's better than we give him credit for. Oh, we need that Sheshko. Good start. Good start. Super happy with that. Yeah, and I'm somewhat happy that it didn't come from a pen. I'll be honest. Like, I think from a pen with that soft foul, like I'm somewhat happy they overturned it because it wasn't a pen. And it's much deserved. What's up, Be Cool? Nice seeing you around here. Get it together, Delo. Oh no, man. The guy tripped. 21 tripped. Yeah, when we're scouting midfielders, we really got to find one that's good aerially in the box. That's good at attacking balls from corners. Especially guys, especially if we lose Cass and Harry Maguire this summer. If we lose Cass and Harry Maguire, we basically don't have anybody else who can attack balls. Let's go, Ahmad. No. What are we doing, Bruno? What are we doing, Bruno? Feels forced, like there's no real reason for it. 3-on-1, and Mbumo's in the box by himself against 3, and you cross it first time? Why? Ahmad, best right wing in the league. I think something I haven't said out loud. I think Ahmad's our best player, but I won't say it. Like, well, not counting Bruno. But when Bruno's having a bad day, Ahmad's our best player. And so far, right now, this game, I tell you, Ahmad's better than Bruno. Whoa. We need better crosses than that, Shaw. Marco Silva looks confused. I guess no post-match interview today where you talk about how predictable we are? Do you think there are big differences between Carrick's Man United and Amarim's Man United? Out of possession, yes. Actually, even in possession, there are differences. I don't know about the word big. Out of possession, there's big differences. Yes. Out of possession, I think our players are a lot more comfortable in a mid to low block most of the game and only pressing selectively. I'm not saying I prefer that style. I'm saying our players prefer that style and they're better at it. Oh man, Cass, you let him in behind you. The low, easy. Ahmad is the most aggressive. That's what I meant. Cass switches off. Yeah, he let him in behind him there. It's just as easy to play in between. I think you mean like for them to pass around us. Is that what you mean? If that's what you mean, PL Strum, then I agree. But I think that's a football IQ player issue because Amarim played a style where we pressed a lot more often out of possession than we are with Carrick. Like if you can look right now, like we're pretty much setting up for a mid block. We're not even trying to put pressure on the ball. You can see it right there. We're not even trying to put pressure on the ball. We're just kind of saying, okay, where are you going to go next? But problem is the IQ, like players not knowing when to. One extra player from the other team runs into our midfield, and then our players don't know who's supposed to rotate onto that player. Like it's just, which is the same thing Amarim was suffering with in the early days when center backs weren't stepping up and following their runners up to make the numbers more complete in midfield. Now the assignments are a little bit different. It's not the center backs. It's more the midfielders and the attackers that need to figure out where they're supposed to help. Like, look at that. That run opens up that side. Well, never mind because he just switched it long, which is always viable, but highly risky. That's why they turned over the ball. Real Madrid will be watching Le Mans. They can watch Le Mans all they want, man. That's cool. I hope they are watching. We just signed him, so I'm pretty sure we've got him locked up for at least 2 or 3 more years before anyone can even try to attempt to make a bid or offer for him. And by then, hopefully, we've got him. If he keeps playing well, we give him a new contract and give him a pay raise. So Real Madrid can watch all they want. Bruno, come on, man. Well, I hate that. I really hate that. It bothers me so much. Just keep it simple, dude. Nice job, Martinez. So far, and I'm not like people are gonna say I'm hating, but so far, I think Bruno's having a bad game, in my opinion. He's definitely not having a Bruno Fernandes best midfielder in the Premier League type of game. Oh, Manu, nice try. I'm not against that. That was 2 feet away from being amazing. Nobody told me to update the score. So as long as you ignore the assist, that's the least he could have done. It's from a dead ball, Nightwing. Like, what? Can we like be actual critics without? In open play, Bruno's been bad. That assist could have been done by anybody who can cross the ball. Like, that wasn't, wow, that was so special. I think you listen to too much Boys to Men, bro. Don't you think that having available experienced defenses and HM has also helped a lot of the defensive reliability? Oh, Harry Maguire. Don't you think that having available experienced defense, I'm guessing center backs, and Harry Maguire has also helped a lot of the defensive reliability? No. I think that you're I mean, yes, but I think you're discounting the difference in out of possession play. Yes, that helps. Of course, having Leacha healthy, having Harry Maguire healthy helps instead of having like Aiden Heaven and Euro, which I like, but let's be real, Harry Maguire and Leacha are a lot more experienced. But I think you're discounting how different a mid to low block is compared to trying to play a press throughout the whole pitch and being a little bit more man to man as Amram was. Ooh, nice cross. I understand what you're trying to say, be cool. I just think it's different. You're asking the players, it's easier to play in a mid block and a low block than it is to chase players around man to man in a full pitch press, if you will. I think Carrick is a lot more willing to sacrifice the ball or possession. Again, just because I'm saying these things doesn't mean I like that style of play. I prefer a man to man press and suffocating the ball every chance you get instead of waiting in a mid or low block for the ball to reach specific areas at a pitch before you suffocate the other team to get the ball back. But our players are better at this. Oh, we need to get this ball out of here. Nice job, Ahmad. You got right around Anthony Robinson. Great job. Come on, Bruno, man. And that's what I'm talking about. He can't be the reason why the play is dead. Our best player can't be the reason why a play dies. By definition, that means you're not the best player. Like, very good defense there. I can see the space between the fullbacks and the three-guy midfield. Fulham somehow are not exploring it. I see that too, actually. There are spaces that Fulham isn't exploiting, even though they're the ones who are dragging some of our players around to open up those spaces. Great defense. Great helping each other out. Kobe Mainu actually is very, very like. I'm really liking what I see out of Kobe today more than any other day. A lot of people have been talking him up, since Carrick took over. But I will tell you that today I'm noticing a lot better from him than even the first two Carrick games. I'm saying it also helped, not that it is the only or the main reason. Before Carrick, when did those five play together instead of some learner driver that might be good but always makes mistakes? Yeah, it definitely helps. It definitely helps, but I will tell you, like, it's harder for Harry Maguire, let's say. It's harder for Harry Maguire to do what Amarim was asking him to do, which is like chase faster forwards up midfield whenever they needed to, whenever he needed to. Regardless of who he had on the pitch. Am I supposed to say Rubiscus was very naive in application. There were times we had a nearly full squad and we looked dreadful. That's true too, man. That's true too, Be Cool. Like, you can't. I understand what you're trying to get at. If anything, me and Sean both were high. Like, we held Ruben in high regard, and still do. But he doesn't have the squad to do what he wants to do, and he was too stubborn in like changing it out of possession. I never wanted him to change a thing about in possession play. I thought his in possession play is amazing. I still like his in possession play, but out of possession, he could have changed a little and played a little more pragmatic like this. What happened? Why did they stop the play? I just saw Kobe. Oh, it was offside. In other times they had already scored. I'm not sure, Pielstrom, what we're talking about. Sorry, man. So far, first half, it's okay. I'm not gonna say it was fantastic or wonderful. It's okay. It's very disciplined. Right now we're trying to press, guys. So watch this. Let's watch. This is the first time I've seen us go man for man throughout the pitch. I'm not sure why Carrick called it. Maybe because it was a goal kick or offside from inside the box, like the goalkeeper started to play. Keep going. Cunha's still pressing. Mainu's still up there. But Mbumo and Bruno are out of position, so I think we have to drop back to our mid block. Back to our mid block. I was curious to see what that was the first time. I think I might be wrong, but that was the first time we actually pressed man to man. I really wish Sheshko was playing, guys. Like I don't but I don't know who I would sit down for him. Like, so if you're gonna ask me like, well, who would you sit down for? I don't know. For sure not Ahmad. That's the only one I could tell you for sure no. Oh, nice. Nice save. Ahmad has to play, in my opinion. Good find, Harry Maguire. It looks like we're already in the final 15 minutes. We need more energy. Yeah, the game died a little bit. We need to go in for halftime and see how we come out the second half. I don't like this corner. It's making me nervous. That was a horrible corner. What do we have to change in the second half, guys? Let's see it in the comments. What do you guys think we need to change in the second half? I don't think we need to change much out of possession. We're not really giving them opportunities. I don't know if they've had a they've had 2 shots on target. Right? I think they've had 2 shots on target, but one of them was like that 30-yarder that Iwobi just put up. Freaking waking up at 5 o'clock to watch games, man. Look at Casemiro. He's like, put it right here. I'll give you another header. Cass is offside, so I hope it doesn't go to him. Bruno hurt his shoulder. If we want to get him, okay. You think Sheshko will come in sometime in the second? Good. Oh, Cunha. So I was waiting to see what you guys say about some changes we need to make in the second half. And I'll tell you mine at halftime. But I'm still gonna wait to see what else you guys have to say. In about a minute, he's gonna blow for halftime, and then we'll talk about what I think needs to happen. The only thing I'll tell you now is out of possession, I don't think we need to change anything. But in possession, I do see something. We need to score a second goal. Yes. I think it'll come in the second half. Mbumo out for Sheshko. I think Mbumo, to be fair to Mbumo, is being played in the wrong position. Like, that is not an easy job for Mbumo. He's not going to be that effective playing as, a lone striker up there. Or even just a striker, period. Okay, it looks like we're about to press again. There we go. Oh, and they get right through it again. Do you think Manu did a lot in this game? I'm not watching the game, but I saw some overhyped Manu comments in previous games. I think he needs to do more in the past games. I was saying it earlier that I think Manu is actually doing a really good job out of possession this game. And I'm not one that overhyped him in the past games. I actually thought he was okay in the past games. I didn't think he was like anything to write home about or overhype about. I thought he had one or two good moments in the past games, but they weren't crazy. And but this game so far, I'm very impressed with Manu. I think he's done a great job. Especially out of possession. But even in possession, he's been smart with it in possession. But out of possession is where Manu usually. Come on, Ahmad. Nice job, kid. Out of possession is usually when I notice Manu's biggest weaknesses, and in this game, he's been there. He's been doing the right things. Every time the cut through is with one or two passes, I feel like Cass is the one they are passing through. Yeah, I'm trying to think. Yes, but I don't know if I want to blame Cass. I agree with, it only takes them one or two passes to cut through our defense sometimes. But I don't know if I want to blame Cass. I need to pay more attention. You might be right. I don't know. Manu has been fine. Yeah, today especially, I thought he's been okay. Okay, so I would get Sheshko on for Mbumo. That you're not the first to say that. That I want Sheshko on too. I don't know if Mbumo or who needs to go out for Sheshko to come on. But I want Sheshko on also. Moments of brightness, but whole team is playing pretty reactionary. Sean, so tell me what you think of what I'm about to say. Ahmad best player first half. Cunha has been great. Ahmad might be the best right winger in the league on form. I think so too. I think he's our best player. Um, so what I think is lacking, or what I want to see more of in the second half that we did pretty well when we did it right against Arsenal and City, is we need our triangles to be a little bit closer together, if you will. So our players are a little bit too far apart. I'm not talking about all our players getting bunched up, so please understand what I'm trying to say. I think that our players are a little bit too far apart. Let me stop the clock real quick. I think our players are playing a little bit too far apart, so we're not seeing that Rondo-like sequences, those one or two touch-like sequences. We saw it once, and it lasted for like 3 passes, and that was it in this game. What I want to see, what Carrick has been really good at, and what's really made me appreciate what Carrick's work is whenever we get into those sequences where we make 5, 6, 7 passes by 1 touch or 2 touch at the most. But I think that's not happening because we're playing a little bit too far apart in those areas. Now, don't get me wrong. And what I was trying to say is, try to stay with me here, is when we bunch up a bunch of players, let's say on this side of the field, let's say we get 3 or 4 players really close to each other so they could play that rondo, then you still have to have the other players spread out wide here in case you want to switch it or just cut through their lines. I'm not seeing that. I'm not seeing enough of us playing close together in triangles or diamonds that I thought we were doing really well against Arsenal and especially against City. I thought we did that really well. I'd like to see us play a little bit closer to each other on the ball side, and then obviously spread it out wide on the opposite side. I think that and the introduction of Šeško as an outlet pass for whenever they want to press or clog in the spaces would really help us. We aren't breaking the low block. Clipping balls over the top isn't the answer. As you say, the fast touches is needed. Yeah. Poor Fulham game so far. I still think that's a pen. Bro. It wasn't a pen, man. Being overreactionary. Who are we talking to? With more directness, we're directing too much. What? Wait, what? With more directness, we're doing too much line breaking, not enough sequence. I think we're saying the same. I'm not sure, but I think we're saying the same thing. Cunha out for Šeško. I don't know who we're taking out. I don't know who I would take out for Šeško, I'll be honest. Yeah, we're bypassing those connections. Exactly. Šeško layoffs could work. Šeško would alter this game. Yes, I agree, man. But it's hard to know whether it's Cunha or Mbumo that needs to come off for Šeško. It's definitely not Ahmad. I'll tell you that much. Is it Cunha or Šeško? Cunha or Šeško? Cunha or Mbumo that comes off for Šeško? Hard to know, right? Because Mbumo hasn't done much, but also Mbumo's playing out of position. Cunha earned the foul that got us the goal, but also Cunha can come in handy. Cunha can do things that I think Mbumo can't do. Sometimes that's good, sometimes that's bad. Depends on what Cunha does with it after he finds the space or the dribble. Yeah. Bottom line is, though, I really think we need to get our players a little closer to each other so they can share the ball quicker. Cunha needs to be removed in order to have Šeško come into this team. And Mbumo is better into half spaces, linking up with a center forward. Mbumo's better at stretching other teams. He can come into the half space. He can stretch them out. It's a tough decision. I really don't know. We need to split their players because they can dominate us physically if we play too close. That's why, Nelson, not a bad point. That's why we're a lot more open and have space. Not a bad point, but we need to be a little more. I understand what you're saying because they are a lot more physical, but that doesn't mean you alter your style, especially when you've done it so well against Arsenal and City. Move Bruno deeper. It's harsh, but I might take off Kobe. Huh. Oh man. Take Kobe off, bring Šeško in, and move Bruno deeper. Menu has been good. So then do you take Bruno off, bring Šeško in? What a problem to solve, man. Do you bring Bruno off, put Šeško in, which is not going to happen, is it? Like, no manager has the guts to do that. If it happens, I'll applaud. Not because I don't like Bruno. Some of you guys are going to go crazy. But because a manager made a tough decision. I think they're going to go with something safe, though, Sean. Like, I think when they bring Šeško in, it won't be for Menu and it won't be for Bruno. Maybe for Menu in the 60th minute. Like 65th minute. They'll be like, okay, the kid got his minutes. I'd rather take Casemiro off instead of Ayush, what are you taught? What is, like, Sean, you got to give me a new graphic for whenever someone says something like this. Something where when I click on it and then something else happens and like, and basically, lets everyone know that this is either the guy mistyped what he meant to say or he's just not thinking straight. I'd rather take Casemiro off instead of Kobe. Like, what are you talking about? Not a drop since October. Good for you, man. Good for you. I hate to say it, though. If this is what you think sober... Cass is struggling out of possession. Take him off instead of Manu. Guys, what are you talking about? Like, Cass in... Cass hasn't been bad this game, and I've made videos where literally all I've done for 20 minutes is make fun of Casemiro and his useless slide tackles from like 2 seasons ago. He's actually been good, but I've also made videos talking really bad things about Manu, and I'm telling you, this is the best Manu out of possession that I've seen. I don't think you can take Cass or Manu off right now, right this second at halftime. And that's why I'm saying if someone has to come off for Šeško, I think it's either Mbeumo or Cunha to play it safe. But if you want to be really, really like gutsy, then it's Bruno, because Bruno's not been having a good game. I don't care what anybody. You can't convince me that Bruno's had a good game today. And here's the thing. You guys are going to think I'm hating on Bruno. No, man, I call it as I see it. Cass used to be crap. He's good right now. Not a big believer in Manu. I've said a lot of negative things about Manu. He's being good right now. Bruno's not had a good game as far as I'm concerned. Casemiro's just undroppable at this time, especially for set pieces. Correct. There's a lot of reasons why Casemiro's undroppable. Mbeumo has been the one to come off as a sub in each game under Carrick, so I'm guessing him for Šeško, which I believe so too. I think the safe bet is either Mbeumo or Cunha. I'm saying if you had to make a choice between the two, which two? Between Cass and Manu? Since someone else mentioned it. I do think that Casemiro will fade soon. I don't think Cass should be brought on for Šeško right now, but if choice is between... I think if Cass is going to fade, then you got to bring on Ugarte. You can't, listen, unless we're chasing the game. Don't get me wrong, if somehow Fulham score 2 goals in the first 10 minutes of the second half, then yeah, you take off, you throw the kitchen sink at them. I don't care who you take off, right? You bring in every forward player you have. Hold on, I got to clear my throat and I don't want to cough right in your faces, so give me 1 second. All right. Hey, Samix, do do you know the "It's Carrick, you know" chant? What did you just say, man? Edco, what did you just say, bro? Thank you for being a member. But what did you just say? Hey, Samix, do you know "It's Carrick, you know" chant? No, no, I don't know, I guess, because I'm confused. Bruno what? Bruno free kick. Bruno, one of a few who can unlock these low block teams. Yeah, I need him to play like it. Don't get me wrong. Like I know what Bruno is capable of, but I'm not seeing it today. What a logo. What a logo. The chant. I don't know the chant. It's Carrick, you know. I don't know. I honestly, I don't know the chant, man. The chant is "It's Carrick, you know." I don't know the chant. The lineups need not change. Carrick just needs to stretch Fulham horizontally with wing play and exploit half spaces. More off the ball third man runs will be awesome. I agree with this man. The lineup doesn't necessarily need to change if we can stretch the team and find more lanes for Mbeumo to run around instead of having Mbeumo play like a target man. I feel Bruno goes off the boil once we go up. I feel Bruno goes off the boil once we go up. I feel he's just not having a good game today. Like, even before we went up, Bruno hasn't had a good game yet. Without him, Man United wouldn't have scored. And unless Man United gets someone as good as Bruno in set pieces, you'll miss him a lot, even if you don't value him now. Dude, I just don't consider what he did on that set piece that special, if you will. Like, it wasn't like some dead curling ball like, David Beckham or whatever. It was a free kick from just outside the box. He just floated up to the back post and hoped to God that Maguire or Casemiro get their head on it. I don't feel like that was some special set piece cross that another good crosser can do. Again, now you guys are going to think I'm like hating on Bruno. No, I'm just saying if that's why we're saying he is having a good game, if someone's going to tell me like, well, you can't say Bruno's having a bad game because he got the assist on the goal. Well, sometimes assists aren't, the word I'm looking for is irreplicable. I don't know the word I'm looking for, but basically like that assist wasn't jaw dropping. And Mbeumo is Bruno main target and he can't find him. That's not wrong. Pielstrom has a point. It is, is it not Bruno's job to find our forwards in space and create chances for them? Don't talk to me about dead balls and set pieces. Tell me, has Bruno been doing his job today? Man, you are not playing great, bro. It's slow again, and we have no left wing. Actually, that's a good point, too. Cunha did his best work on the right side, not the left side. We don't have a left winger, and Shaw is not exactly the type of fullback that's going to bomb up. And man, now you start to realize what Dorgu was bringing to the team. Oh, I got to change to the second half here. Let's get this window. Hoping to see Šeško get in. That's right. Let's keep it on topic. All that matters is the win. It doesn't matter what I think of what player is not playing good or not. All that matters is we get ourselves together and get this win. Let's get ready for the second half, boys. Let's get ready for the second half. Like I said, this is one of the most important games we are going to play this season, in my opinion. I really, really think that this game can easily make or break our season. If we don't win this game, I don't think we have a chance at top 4. At least draw this game. We have to at least draw this game. But I think if we don't win this game, if we lose this game, we don't have a chance at top 4. Okay, clock's on, game's on. Let's see what we do here. I agree with Nelson, by the way. I don't think Fulham is a walk in the park. And I think this game will speak volumes. Give it to Maguire. Never mind. Look at this build-up. It's not good. Like, what is going on here? Good job finding Manu there. Manu. Good. Bad touch from Cunha. Great. I like this. I don't like that he passed it back to Lissandro. I liked how quick they did the one-touch passing and got close to each other. That's what I want to see. I want to see the team a little bit more compact in some spaces. Like right there, I want Cunha to get really close to Ahmad. Ahmad might not use him. There you go. This is good. That right there was good. Get a bunch of people into a diamond and then find a way out. Delo needs to run a little bit fast, check back a little bit faster. Mbumo should have used Cunha there. Nice. The ball slipped through. Got a little lucky. Delo, bad pass. I thought it was a little bit too much on the pass, but actually it was a good pass. Nice diagonal run from Cunha and perfect timing from Delo to let go of that. So far, we have played a little bit closer to each other, and it's working out better, and that's what I was trying to say. What's up, Art? Game's going so-so. It's pretty good. I would say better than bad. Nightwing wanted a goal just so Nelson can say something nice about the low. I mean, we've got the numbers, so they shouldn't score here. Oh, no. Good job, Licha. How are we getting backdoored like that? Sean thinks Bruno probably stays. I think it's going to matter who the next manager is and how much money they give him to spend, right? I think if we make Champions League, there's a better chance of Bruno staying because we'll have other money coming in. And maybe if we don't make Champions League, they'll want Bruno to leave so they can make some money out of it. I don't know. Art coming in with the super chat. You rule the watch-alongs. My daughter is waiting. What do you mean? Thank you, Art. Thank you for the super chat, man. Oh, man. This is way too much traffic. Wouldn't mind Harry Wilson as a rotation player. He wouldn't be bad off the bench. He wouldn't be bad off the bench. Lemens did save us a lot for sure. He's playing well. Great job, Cass. All right, let's go. Come on. They're playing a lot more forward, so this is their press. Let's see how we build up out of it. Fullback. Look at Cass. Nah, that was lame. That's not a good build up routine. I hope that's not our routine. I don't even know. Like, what's the end product there that your worst passing center midfielder tries to kick the ball up the end line or sideline? Is that your routine? Like, this is what I mean by I couldn't make a tactics video until I watched the next two games, which is this game and the Spurs game. Don't expect a tactics video from me until after the Spurs game, not before, not after this game. And I've got clips from the City game, I've got clips from the Arsenal game, but I'm not seeing anything that A, is repeatable, or B, is effective. And what's the point of me making a tactics video to tell you something that 200 other tactics videos already told you, which is, hey, we're playing with our lines a lot closer to each other in a mid block, which is all you can really say for the most part. I shouldn't say all you can really say, but it is the biggest change that Carrick has made. When I say in the other times they already scored, huh? Dude, I looked away and they got the ball back. How did that happen? Nice ball out from Manu there. Now, please don't give it away. Nice job, Licho. Find the low, or even better. This is what I like to see. Those one touches. Oh, nice. Oh, not bad. But those one touch passes, just being a little more risky with it, especially around the box of the opponent, is what I want to see. Horrible. Get the ball back. Nice. Oh my God, what a goal, man. I'm so glad he didn't take Cunha out. I'm so glad he didn't take Cunha out, man. That's what I want to see. That's such a nice goal. That's such a nice goal. Was that Cass that put him through? Did Cass put him through? I think it was. I think it was, man. And somebody wanted Cass out. I can't remember who it was. Ayush. What a goal, man. He's eaten. And boom, I mean, Menu to Cass to Cunha. No look to Cunha. Did you see that? Look at Cass's face. Look at Cass's face. He's not looking. Look at his face. Look at his face when he sends this pass. Did you see it? No look to Cunha. No look to Cunha. Homeboy said, I'm going to get my inner Ronaldinho. I wish they would show a close-up of Cass making that pass. He called on his inner Ronaldinho there to send that no-look through ball. I wish they would. They're not doing Cass's pass justice. They need to show Cass in a close-up because that was a no-look. He looked the other way and made the pass. I'm so upset that they're not doing that justice because that is like, it's so cool to see. It's so cool to see. Now, don't get me wrong. If he would have messed up that pass, I would have been mad about the no look. I'm like, why are you no looking, bro? Oh, Ayush, please stop. Please. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. You wanted to Cass out. Bro, I really wish they would show you a close up of Cass's pass there. He really channeled his inner Ronaldinho there. No. Get it out. Get it out. Yeah. Get it out. No. Don't sleep now. Like, do not give him one back right now. To be honest with you guys, like, I still think this is a perfect time to get Šeško in the game. If we can get Šeško in the game in the next 7 minutes, like by the 65th minute, I think it would be great because it's perfect to have him be our outlet pass when they're now going to commit everybody to come at us. Fulham's about to open up, and we could get a third. We can definitely get a third the more desperate they get. I think being 2-0 down, they need to start opening up now. I usually say that after the 75th minute when team's down by like 1. But they're down by 2, so they need to get one back. Update score, yeah. Thank you. There you go. I posted something up that I think is actually very valid. And I'll be honest with you guys, man. This is why I don't make tactics videos every week. I think anybody who does isn't being... Man, I don't want to criticize other people, so never mind. But I'll just say this. I try not to make a video that's going to talk tactically until I'm 100% sure. Or as sure as I can be. I shouldn't say 100%. You can never be 100%. As sure as I can be that that is actually a plan that the manager's trying to do. Let's go, Ahmad. Every team we play against has to double team Ahmad. I think this is the best time to introduce Sesko. Yeah, I do too. That's Cope, and no one's getting analyzed. What? Damn it. Every time I click on a chat, it already changes to another chat. The no look, you saw it? Oh, I missed the replay because I was reading chats. Did they show it close up? Damn, I missed. Hold on. I really want to rewind. Did they show it close up, Sean? Did they show it close up, bro? I wasn't looking at the TV at the time. I was looking at the chat. They did show the Casemiro pass. Okay. I missed it. Damn. Will Casemiro get player of the match? I don't know. Ask Ayush. Full close. I got... Okay. That's cool. That's super cool. That's going in the video. Nice, nice, nice. Yeah, I want to see Sheshko warming up. Like, I at least see him warming up like he's about to come on. I need to see something. I think that the safe play right now would just be to leave everything alone. It's working, you know, it's not that bad. Leave everything alone and keep tick another 10 minutes off the clock before you start making substitutions due to like just physicality or fatigue. But I would not like to see the safe play, especially at home. I'd like to see a manager who wants to influence the game. You guys wanted Cunha off and he scored. I didn't want Cunha off. I said that he offers something special. You stop turning the try to turn the blame away from yourself, bro. I don't like this. I don't want them to get one back from a set piece like this. From a set piece, period, to be honest. Oh, don't go in. No! No! Offside? Offside? No? No, 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 no. Oh. Is he offside or not? Oh, Licha, please don't step, bro. Is he offside? I think he's offside. I think he's offside. I don't have volume, so I can't hear what, the announcers are saying or talking about. It looks offside to me from my perspective, but my perspective is on TV. Shaw playing him on? Shaw? I thought it was Licha was our last man back. There are two possible counts of offside. Oh, I didn't see the other one. I just saw the first one. I think he's on when deflection happening. I think it's when the first shot was taken, whether he was on, not the deflection. I think it's off. I think it's off too, Shant. I think it's off, but I can't hear what's going on. I don't know what the announcers are saying, and I can't. Why isn't the broadcast showing us those lines? Like, why can't I see the lines and see what's going on? Why is this taking so long? Just draw the darn line. 2 instances? What's the other instance? Offside, right? Like he's offside. Nice, nice. Oh. Sorry, guys. Had to blow my nose. Okay, no goal, offside. Thank God. VAR breaks make it feel like an NFL match. Look at the spacing between our lines. It's pretty good. Like it's non-existent actually. Oh, please stop this cross from coming in, man. The offside is because of Licha's butt. If that wasn't Bumo's butt, it would be onside. The first ball was off, yeah. All right, I need to see us start getting some fresh legs in. I know we're saying that it's been working. Even I said it's been working. Don't change it yet, whatever. But uh, you can't have them introduce a bunch of fresh legs and you're still running out there with some tired legs. Ooh, nice job, Cass. Nice job, Cass. Keep the ball for a little while. There's no need to take a risk. Keep the ball for a little while. That's a great switch. I don't mind that shot from Menu, by the way. I don't mind that shot from Menu whatsoever. It keeps the defense honest. I like this too. I like the little triangle play between Menu, Cunha, and Shaw, and then getting it out of there. And you can see how Licha is asking everyone to check back, and Delo went the opposite way. Licha basically told everyone to check back, and Delo went the opposite way. I don't understand like Delo sometimes. I really don't. We're up 2. There's no nice switch from Cass again, man. Cass is on it today. This is what we need from a center midfielder. Someone who's going to play well defensively, win duels, aerial duels, and be able to switch play like that. That's what we need in our next central midfielder. A physical specimen who can also switch play. Oh, Cunha. By the way, that free kick was conceded by Casemiro, and he got a yellow for it. Just saying. I know I won't get any justice here. No, you're not going to get justice. I refuse to give you any justice today, Ayush. Oh, here he comes for Cunha. Šeško in for Cunha. He's got a new haircut. Great goal from Cunha. What is Delo doing? Šeško's got that no-nonsense haircut. Yeah. Nightwing is like. Hopefully, Ayush got what you want. Is this what you wanted, Ayush? You wanted Casemiro off? There you go. Now Ugarte better come in and play well. We're pressing. But you see how like we're one man less in our. Oh, we got it back. We got it back. Oh! Oh! Oh, that was going to be one hell of an intro, man. That was going to be one hell of an intro for Šeško. Great cross, by the way, by Ahmad. Like, what a fantastic cross that is. Nice curling in. This is what I want to see right there. Stay close to each other. Oh man, Ugarte, what are you doing, bro? Like, what a horrible pass. The guy's 5 feet away from you. Okay. Oh, come on. You should have seen Sheshko, seriously. Wow. Good job, Ahmad. Give it back to Ahmad. Get there, Ahmad. Yeah, I think exactly right there. No. I think Carrick wanted Mbumo to hold the width on the left side because you're seeing Mbumo in possession playing way out on the touchline. I really, I really think Sheshko deserved that goal. That was such a good header. You headed that down right in the corner. Yeah, this is going to be Fulham throwing everything in the kitchen sink at us to try and get those 2 goals back. This is where we can either score one more or sit back and take pressure. Get out there, Lemens. Nice job. Nice punch. I've seen Lemens punch the ball out more from set pieces in his short tenure than Onana did his entire time with us. Onana's not good, bro. Oh, it was Ahmad's bunda. What an offside. It's a crazy offside, right? His shoulders past Ahmad's butt. Nice. Nice interchange. Nice triangles. Just keep Fulham chasing the ball around. Dude, you bring it down, bring it down. 10 minutes left and extra time. Oh, no. Whew. Harry, man. Harry, man. Lament saving us again. Can we get this ball out of here? Nice. Let's go, Mbumo. No, get it. Nice. Oh. This is not good. Great save. Wait, who's the pen on, dude? I thought it was a save. Who's the pen on? What's going on? Someone, is it on McGuire? What did McGuire do? Oh, McGuire missed the ball completely. Wait, he touched the ball, right? Did he touch the ball? The ball came off his foot. Let's go, VAR. Let's go, VAR. VAR hasn't let us down today. I guess except for that Cunha penalty in the early stages of the game, but did McGuire touch the ball? He didn't touch the ball? Let's go, Lemens. Let's go, Sene. Let's make a save. Let's make a save. Wait for it. Don't dive. Oh, damn. That's a good pen to be fair. That's a really well taken pen. Oh, not good. Not good because I think with the VAR checks, with the substitutions, I think there's at least 10 more minutes left in this game. I think there's at least 10 more minutes left in this game. Guys, we are no way are we done in this game yet. No, the challenge on Cunha was not similar to that, Ayush. We really need to get another right back. We are so lacking. We need a right back and a left back. This is not over, unfortunately. Unfortunately, this is not over, guys. We can't afford any little mistakes, and we've got to capitalize on the opportunities we get in the counter when we get them, because we are going to get another opportunity or two. Good ones. But not if they score right now. If they score before we get an opportunity, we might not get an opportunity. As long as they're chasing a goal, we will get opportunities. Good lines, good positioning from our team. Very patient. Good. So Carrick doesn't want us to play that deep. He was waving his hands around asking them to come up. He wants us to come up right now and build our lines more of a mid block instead of a low block. But the team keeps dropping back into our own box and letting them cross. He doesn't want this, because they'll just take that all day. They don't mind. They'll take it all day. If we keep dropping back, they'll sit back and cross all day. This isn't good, guys. Okay, now we got to do something with it. Don't give it right back to them. He's going to give it right back to them. Okay, good. So, Meeks, does this performance of United impress you? No. I mean, you want to know the truth. No, I'm not impressed with this. I'm not. I haven't been. It takes a lot to impress me, dude. I get impressed by like patterns, routines that I think are well constructed. And then I get impressed by really, really high level play, which we never have. We haven't had in years. But I see it in other teams sometimes where I'm like, damn, I wish we had these players. But what was impressing me earlier in the season are the patterns and routines that that manager was using were impressive. Not that we were executing them correctly. This is just fundamental football. This isn't, which is fine, But with fundamental football, then you want players to like shine and you know, you want to have like nice players that do slick things. Like Casemiro's no look pass today was impressive. That impresses me. Oh, fuck. Ask me again how impressed I am. Ask me again if I'm impressed by the way we play. Guys, how do I... There's so much I want to say that it's a shame that I can't trust people to take what I say in the right way. It's a shame that I feel like if I speak, some people are going to misinterpret what I'm saying. We have a lot of rebuilding to do. People need to understand that. And people need to understand that means that we might have to say goodbye to some of your favorite players. We have some good pieces. We have some pieces that are... Come on, Bruno. Come on, buddy. Yes! 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 Nice! That's amazing. That's really good. And I'm glad it was Sheshko. I'm so glad it was Sheshko to do it. I'm so glad that our main striker was the one that scored a striker type goal. Not only like did he score a goal, but he did it as a striker. Like basically they got the ball to his feet in the box. He takes one touch to find a shot. He turns and shoots. Fantastic work. Fantastic work. And that was great from Bruno, to be honest. Like that was really good from Bruno. But that settling of the ball, then turn and shoot around the defender in the top bins. Great work from Sheshko. Fantastic work. That's one of the pieces Sheshko is one of the pieces. Ahmad, Sheshko, these are the people I want to build around. And that's what I mean by we still have a build to go through. I love Casemiro and Cunha, man. Nice. Now we got to kill this game off. We got to hold the ball, man. We got to let them chase us around and foul us cuz they can't get the ball back. This is where Bruno and Mainu need to make their money. This is where Bruno and Mainu need to show us how press resistant they are and how they can hold on to the ball. Oh, great job. This is a good decision from Carrick. This is a very good decision from Carrick. Mbumo out. And You bring in a bigger, faster center back like your row. And you don't worry about him making mistakes because he's got two experienced center backs with him. Very, very good decision from Carrick. And we're playing a 3-back system. But we should be. That's just, I just felt like saying that. But we should be playing a 3-back system in this game state. Don't go chasing it too. Nice job, Ahmad, but don't go chasing it too much. Don't go chasing it too much. Hold on. Don't open up big gaps in between our lines. That's why I don't want him to go chasing it too much, because everybody else has to step up. If Ahmad steps up, if Sheshko steps up, then everybody else has to step up so that we don't have big gaps between our lines. I don't want to give up a goal right now. I don't even want to give up an opportunity right now. Watch it, Bruno. Bruno's tired. He's gassed. Nice job, Ugarte. Hold on to the ball, man. Hold on to the ball. Run it to the corner flag. Bruno, man. Nice job, Licha. He just screams in his face, too, afterwards. Great job, Licha, Matt. We got to get the ball out of here. Oh, nice job, Shaw. Good job realizing not to touch it. I think it's over, right? You got to blow the whistle at this point. You've given it 9 minutes. Like, how many more minutes are we going to go? You got to blow the whistle at this point and let us have this game. It's over. Blow the whistle, man. Blow the whistle, dude. Come on, ref. This is I don't like this. I don't like this at all. I'm not gonna look at the chat in case one of you guys is ahead of me. I need this ball out of here. Okay, blow the whistle. Oh, come on, dude. Blow the whistle. Okay, now it's over. Come on. It has to be over. Bro, how long are we going? Does this ref, like, forget to unpause his watch? I'm not looking at the chat, so I don't know what you guys are saying, because, again, I don't want to know. All right. Okay. Okay. It's over. Yeah, the ref was on some nonsense, man. For sure. Bro, I didn't even, like, fix these scores at all. I stopped taking score after 2-0. Yeah, the ref did lose his watch there for a while, huh? What can I say about this game? We got a lot of work to do in squad rebuilding. But I think you can see that there are some good pieces. There are some really good pieces there. It's not all trash. They've done a decent job with the incomings they've made. Now, if you want me to talk about the game, like tactically, I can tell you that there aren't many set routines in possession, set patterns in possession that are popping out at me. I will rewatch this game as I've rewatched all of them. But I'm telling you right now that most of our work is being done in position, meaning like when the ball's here, you go here or whatever. And reliance on people to just express themselves is what it looks like to me. There's a lot of work being done out of possession, though. You can tell that out of possession, there's a lot more discipline. Everybody's a little more comfortable and things of that nature. But even there, we gave up 2 goals at home to Fulham. One of them's a penalty, I guess, so you can't really knock the out of possession positioning for that. But I will say that we gave them too much time on the ball once we were up by 2. But I'm not sure that's Carrick's fault, because Carrick himself was waving them up when the ball went out for a throw-in, and they still didn't really step up. I see it be cool. I definitely see the work that the spacing and the work that they've put in out of possession. I definitely see it, especially against Arsenal. I saw it clearly against City too. And I saw it today, but it wasn't as tight today as it was against City. It sounds like you are not happy we won. No, man. You're did you just come in? Were you here for the game? Or did you just come in and then you just want me to be happy like for 3 hours straight? Don't do that, man. If you weren't here for the game, then you don't know how I feel. Don't tell me how I feel. Are you a Manchester United fan or an Amarim fan? I'm a I hate stupid people kind of person. And that was a dumbass comment. I'm not an Amarim fan. I'm a Manchester United fan. And if you were here for the game, you would have figured it out. This is what I mean, guys. Remember in the game I said I feel weird like sometimes saying what's on my mind because I'll get someone like this that just triggers me. That's so triggering. It's so triggering. It's like, what are you talking about? I'm saying we still need to keep rebuilding. What's wrong with what I just said? This is what I mean, man. And then like this is what keeps me away from from doing more of this, because it's like, oh, what am I gonna do? Make a video, talk about how I feel, and then someone's gonna say something that is absolutely not true because they're using half a brain cell. Anyway, good win, but worrying team overall mindset. Second half could have been better. There you go. I agree 100% with that comment, and that's the kind of thing I'm trying to say. That's the kind of thing I'm trying to convey, is that there's still a lot to build upon, but we do have good pieces. As I said, we do have good pieces. We need to keep building. I'm way happy we won, because as I've said 10 times already today, this game is super important. This game, I thought if we lost this game, there's no way we finish in the top 4. So obviously, I'm super happy that we won. But I'm not the kind of person that just walks around like this all day, because that's what crazy people do. I have to analyze and use my head. That's who I am as a person. No matter, I never get that happy and I never get that sad. I do get that angry though, so good job doing that. Don't sweat it, Samix. The Amarim outers are toxic and brain dead. The biggest sore winners I ever saw. The guy is gone. This team still needs 5-6 players. But I don't even know if they're sore winners, like, because that means they won. What did they win? The Amarim literally asked to be sacked. Literally asked to be sacked. So like, anyway, it doesn't matter. We need to move past this. Like, this is what I mean by, like, we had a major protest today, an absolute major protest where people were out there. That's not what I meant to show. Hold on. Let me see if I can get it for you guys. Where are my pictures? They're gone. Never mind. I had some pictures of the protest that I wanted to show. But they're gone. But we had a major protest today where fans are out there trying to stand together to kind of represent what we want. And this is the kind of stuff that we divide ourselves. Like, our own fans cause division between ourselves. Like, honestly, what is going on? Like, I love the same team you love, and then you're up in here talking about me and saying negative things. Like, you're a part of the problem if you're doing that. You're a part of the problem if you're doing that. And I just don't get it. You know what I mean? Like, this is why we fail as a fan base to get the things that we want. Anyways, dude, what are we saying about Bruno's second half? Hussein, good question. Great talking point. Let me know in the chat what everybody thought about Bruno's second half. I'm not going to speak about it yet. I want to hear what you guys say. And then we'll talk. And then I'll talk. Because if I talk first, God knows, somebody's going to call me some sort of hater and tell me how awful I am as a human being. So go ahead. You guys tell me, what are we saying about Bruno's second half? What are we saying about Bruno's whole game, man? Is Bruno the best player on the team playing like he's the best player on the team? And is that what our standard is of being the best player on the team? How we did today? Someone talk to me, please. Let me know. The lines are open for you to talk to me, not to get on the show. I'm not using a call-in portal today. But what did you think of Manu today? I thought Manu was good today. That I can say. I thought Manu was very, very good today. I think his positioning was good. I think he kept it clean. I don't think he did anything that I can call as a mistake. And that's all I ever wanted from Mainu because of how old he is. I just want him to keep it clean, smart, intelligent, and keep the ball moving. I think Bruno has gone back to typical Bruno. A lot of wastage, but a miracle ball. Fernandez was poor all match. I lost that one. We were joking so much about DNA, but it's here, DNA. Super chat from DVO66. Thank you so much for the super chat, man. I think that last goal was probably my favorite goal of the match. Well, no, I think that Cunha goal was very special with the Casemiro pass. But what a goal. What a goal by Šeško. Definitely lifts the spirits of everyone here. And thankfully, because honestly, I really think if we drew or lost this match, I was going to have a lot of doubt about finishing in the top 4. So I'm super happy that we won that game. What a win, Sean. What a win, man. We're going to have such a tough time replacing Castman. Need both Baleba and Anderson. I agree with Sean right there. This is the kind of stuff that I like to think about after games. I don't just wallow in wins. I don't get too upset in losses. I always think about the next step, the next step. That's just who I am as a human being. That's how I operate. And I know sometimes it makes people mad and they want me to just, stay in the happy place for a long time. I just don't. So when Sean says we're going to have a tough time replacing Cast, that's exactly where my head is. We do need Baleba and Anderson both to really like feel like we've taken a step forward, a big step forward if we can get both of them. I don't think that's going to happen though, Sean, unfortunately. Maybe if we finish in the top 4, we have a really good chance of that happening. And that's another reason why we need to finish in the top 4. Samix, you will always get the humble pie served. 3 wins in a row, 2 against the top 2. On the flip side, if we were losing, the discourse would be the team is not good enough. Yeah, that's actually a very good comment. We've had 3 wins in a row, and 2 of them were against City and Arsenal. But like I have said, I wanted to judge this team after 2 more games, which the next game is Spurs. Me and Shant will be watching that together, actually. I won't be doing a watch along for that. We're actually going to an event, which I will tell you guys more about after the event. But after the Spurs game, I'll be a lot more confident in talking about the team, our tactics, what we're doing, and where we're going to end up at the end of the season. Are people unhappy with the win? No, man. No. Bruno, think top 4 is certified, to be honest. I agree with Sean. I told you guys if we win this game, I think we will be finishing in the top 4. I'm not changing my mind. We won the game. I think we will be finishing in the top 4 or 5, and 5 might be good enough, to be honest. I think 5 will probably be good enough, but I think we have a good chance of finishing in the top 4. See, this is what I mean. I like this comment. Of course we're happy, but we need to think about what to improve. Bros, guys, understand this. This is my philosophy in life. If you're not moving forward, you're moving backward. If you're not thinking about what to improve, you're moving backward. You're not staying. If you say like, well, what about standing still? No, that doesn't exist because you're competing against other people who are trying to move forward. So you're either moving forward or you're moving backward. And that's where I'm at. That's how my headspace is when it comes to competition. Woof. That's a harsh take. The whole midfield has to change. I like Mainu, highly technical. But if we do well in the summer transfer window and Bruno stays, the Mainu shouldn't be a main starter. I don't know, man. With all the attention he gets from the opposition players, Bruno still finds a way to create chances. Just because he didn't stand out overall doesn't mean he had a bad game. Also, he got 2 assists. Hard to argue with Hussein there. I still don't think that Bruno is... See, like Sean too, right? Sean says Bruno's just world class. There's don't know what else to say. In my opinion, how am I going to put this? He sometimes hurts the team. And then he'll do a Bruno thing. And sometimes when he's hurting the team, it just super frustrates me. Yeah. Chantal also says, and to pull out a win like this against a really good Fulham side while we're not playing at our best is a very good signal, which is true. We need to win scrappy games like this, like we just did. My problem is, though, I wish we didn't have to win it with a third goal in extra time. Like, we had a 2-0 lead. I wish we could have kept it to 2-1 or 2-0 at the end, by the end of the game, instead of having to, bail ourselves out after we gave away a 2-goal lead in the last 10 minutes. Think about it. If we bought Anderson and Baleba and Bruno stays, we have an amazing squad. But would Mainu start? No. If we bought Anderson and Baleba and Bruno stays, I don't think Mainu starts. No. Or whenever Bruno's having a bad game, you can confidently put Mainu in to replace Bruno, after 60 minutes. This is a good problem to have. But Andre, I just want to tell you, bro, it's Semix, yeah, not C-Max. And I know it's hard to remember that when people like Andy mispronounce my name, but it's okay. It's Semix, Semeex. At least we played to Sheshko's strengths. Yeah, we did. Mainu would need to fight, but it's amazing to see. I think Mainu did good today. Of course, we can't forget the ghost offside too, LOL. Nah, man, that was offside, bro. That was offside. The guy's shoulder was past Ahmad's butt. Sheem Tex. Oh, Ed, man. Where is Ed here? Is Ed co-Ed? Or those pinballs inside the box here, they can't get a shot on goal. The result was great, but it shows we're there to be got at even at Old Trafford. Yes. That's what I'm saying. That's the fear. Even if we get Baleba and Anderson, Mainu will still get playing time. Remember, we'll be playing more than the Premier League next season. We need a strong squad. That's true, man. Hussein's got it right. We hopefully, I'm guessing Edco is Ed, Sean, right? That's why you said yes. Hopefully, we will be in the Champions League, so we will have plenty of games with the FA Cup, the Champions League, and the Premier League next season. So Mainu will get plenty of playing time, even if we get Baleba, Anderson, and we keep Bruno. Actually, the more I think about it, thank you, man. Thank you for fixing that. The more I think about it, the more I think that this summer is going to be huge for our rebuild, because we're going to have so many more games next year. We have like an embarrassingly low amount of games this season. An embarrassingly low amount of games. I sure hope that in the summer, our gross spend is at least $250 million. At least. I don't know if I trust them to go that high. But here's the problem. If you guys are saying, let's say we make Champions League and we go in for Baleba and Anderson. That's 80 million each, right? Like, come on, let's be real. They're going to be at least 80 million each. If not, one of them might be even more than that. Right? Or else we're not going in for them. If we're going to sit there and put our foot down and say we're not bidding higher than 65 million for anybody, okay, well, I guess you're not going in for Baleba or Anderson. Maybe you'll get Joao Gomes and Ederson. But if we're going to go in for Baleba and Anderson, that's 80 million each. We still have other positions. We need a left winger, as you've seen us go in for, what's his name? Semenyo. We didn't get him. So obviously our recruiting department thinks we need a left winger. That's why they talk about Yan Diamande and everything else. We need a left back. You hear them talk about that. And we need a center back. These are minimum, 5 players minimum. And I want to average 50 million spend if we're getting 5 players. and that's 250 million. Again, I said average 50 million spent. Some of these players are going to cost you 80 million each, like we talked about Baleba and Anderson. So when those players cost 30 million more than the average spend, then two of our players have to come in at around 20 million. Do you see what I'm saying? So 250 million gross is what I'm hoping we're willing to do. Oh, it's going to drive me nuts if we're trying to fill all our positions with less than 200 million or around 200 million. It's not going to happen. Not in a good way. That's just two more starting quality players, 2 or 3 more competitions. Yeah. We could afford it if we finished 2 to 4. That's what I'm hoping for. That's why these games are important. These games against the Fulhams are important. Actually, I need to look at our fixtures. How many more times do we play Chelsea or Liverpool? Have we played them twice already? Sorry, I should have done this before. I want to see how many more times we play. So Spurs, West Ham, Everton, Crystal Palace, Newcastle, Villa, Bournemouth, Leeds, Chelsea on April 18, Liverpool on May 2nd. Chelsea on April 18, Liverpool on May 2nd are going to be big games, I think, for us that we're going to need to get something out of. I think Newcastle will be a big game that we're probably going to need to get something out of just to keep them away. Yeah. Okay. I'm glad we have 2 fixtures against, we got a fixture against Chelsea and we got a fixture against Liverpool. So, it's still in our hands, basically, is what I'm saying. It's in our hands to finish in the top 4. Concerning the left wing, what upsets me is Semenyo was replaced by Ryan for 25 million. Our left side looks so bad. I'm shocked we didn't buy him or anyone on that side. Newcastle is dead. They always give us a tough game. The left side is also weak defensively. Shaw isn't intense enough. Hopefully Leon will get eased into the squad next season. It's looking more and more like Dorgu will be used as a winger. Those are interesting takes. I don't know if Pedro Leon's going to ever make it. I'll be honest. He seems like a physical beast, but every time I watch him, I've watched him even play in the academy. He does the same thing where he just rushes out and people easily dribble around him. So I don't know, man. He's got to figure that part of his game out. Like how to be intense, but then slow down before you get too close to the dribbler and then they just dribble around you. He's got to figure that out. But yeah, our left side does need a rebuild. Chelsea, LOL, Pool, or what? Dorgu's not a winger. Yeah, but he's been doing all right on the wing, no? Chelsea and Liverpool are our main opponents for 4th place. Yup. Guys, thank you very much. I have to get ready to go to work. I work on Sundays. Actually, usually work right now. I'd already be at work, but I changed my shift with one of the other coaches there because I was covering their shifts last week. I changed my shift with one of the other coaches at my workplace so that I can stay here and do this live and then go to work later. But I have to be at work in about an hour. I want to go eat some breakfast and get ready for my day. Guys, we won. We're in the top 4. That's all that matters. I will be coming soon with some videos this week. And if you guys like that graphic, what you're seeing there with the chat, there's more to come that Sean made for us. But I'll be live again Monday or Tuesday night. Keep track. Follow me on X if you don't, so you know when I'm going live. Or get on my Discord if you haven't yet. That's another place where you can actually talk to me directly. Post something in the general section of Discord, and I see it within an hour or 2 whenever you post, unless I'm sleeping in the middle of the night. All right, man. Thank you so much, guys. See you next time. Bye.